Welcome to the Onebar Lupagus Show, your daily source for everything Minnesota Vikings.
All right, welcome back to the Onebar Lupagus Show. We are horned up. It is Wednesday. It is time for a wonderful live show. We are less than a week away from free agency. It is a beautiful time of year. Beautiful time of year.
It's one of the best times of the year, not just a beautiful time of the year. And Vikings breaking some news just before the show. Jonathan Allen to be released. Jeremy Fowler just dropped that news. It's official now. He's gone. Him and Hargrave both gone. I haven't seen the cap savings yet, but man, huge need at D-tackle now.
Yeah, yep. What not is gone. Not is gone. What isn't gone is Haas. Haas is in the house. Vikings news today. Bulldog. Daryl, our dear pal T-Bass, is in the house. Skol Mafia, the man, the myth, the legend. He's spitting some truth right there. Vic Ryder, let us know you're here in the comments. Hit that like, hit that sub. Let us know you're here. Everybody's here. Josh is here.
Spider-Man's here.
Spider-Man is here. Ow. I would ask you who your favorite Spider-Man is, but I haven't watched enough of the movies to even care, to be honest.
I was going to ask you the same thing.
I went to adjust. I think I've only seen the first one with Tobey Maguire. I don't know if I've seen it. Who else was Andrew Garfield?
Andrew Garfield, and then what's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Tom Holland.
Tom Holland. Well, Spider-Man says Tom Holland.
He is Tom Holland. Oh, so $6.9 million in savings for Allen, says Skol Mafia. I believe everything.
Oh, and they eat an ass load of that. An ass load.
Do we have to eat it this year? Sounds like we'll probably eat it later, which is fine. We'll figure that out later. We'll cross that bridge.
They just have to pay the dude. they got to eat it regardless.
You don't got to do it now, though. Haas, Rex 612.
Boss man, what's going on? Hit that like as you guys come on in. A lot of free agency talk this fine evening. We got a mailbag. We got to be doing a mock draft later, so stick around until the end. Also, every super chat gets you on the wheel. Look at this.
Wow.
Right as I say it, every super chat. So we tweaked the logo a little bit. Every super chat gets you on the board to win this beautiful hoodie. Beautiful hoodie. So get your name in right now.
And speaking of giveaways,
Adriano's already won unless somebody else goes in.
He's got it. We don't have to spin the wheel if no one else does it. But a lot of giveaways this Monday and Tuesday when we go live for free agency. Cannot wait for that. Legal tampering period with noon on Monday. Ooh, boy. Be a great couple of days there.
Monamita, I don't know what for a brand new day is, but I got to tell you, I've never been so excited for a movie to come out. What's that?
The next Spider-Man movie is called Brand New Day.
I'm way too excited for this. The new movie, the Hail Mary movie coming out. Man, I am gonna dork out. I'm gonna get to that thing like probably on the day it's released. I'm gonna force my family to come with me. I don't think I've ever been so excited for a movie in years for Hail Mary.
It's supposed to be great. It's supposed to be great.
Oh, it's gonna be great. 2.5 hours. Ryan Gosling. Watch the trailer if you haven't. Haasman's in. Matamina is in. Skol Mafia is in. What's that hoodie? Skol Mafia, the AP is gone, man. Ellis Gregor won it.
Ellis Gregor got it. Adriano, he is not guaranteed to win anymore, but he might. He might still win. You never know.
Keep those super chats coming for a chance to win that hoodie. We'll give a little bit of time here, but a lot of free agency talk. We'll be live Sunday at 3 for a little free agency primer. Mm-hmm. Monday we're gonna be live all effing day. Tuesday we're gonna be live pretty much all effing day. So saddle up, take some days off. Vic Ryder, thank you for that.
My liver's gonna hurt on Wednesday.
It'll be fine.
Yeah,
it'll be fine.
Right. I got another one.
Well, those are kidneys. Those are kidneys. You only have one liver, but livers are very. They can heal themselves very easily.
It's a hell of an organ, the liver.
To a point. Chris Viking, he needs that hoodie. He needs it.
He's got to have it.
Davey, good to see you, sir. Jonathan Allen. Jonathan Allen is gonzo. Javon Hargrave. I mean, it was fun last year when we did our free agency video or the live, and it was fun, really, not only that, but just the players we got. But this could go down as one of the worst free agencies ever. I mean, look at Kwesi spending $353 million, and they're already getting rid of everybody. It's embarrassing. Brutal.
And which is weird because he was coming off the year before was probably one of the best free agency classes he's ever had. But you look at the player, really the best signing last year was Eric Wilson. I mean, he really was. The one I'm
going to start calling Nitzberg the human obituary.
Yeah, he really.
The only news he ever breaks is unfortunately, when somebody passes away. But Lou Holtz did pass away. Very sad day. Cheers to Lou Holtz, 89 years old. Hell of a coach. Former Gopher coach.
Yeah. Hell of a coach. Hell of a human.
I always enjoyed him on ESPN. Seemed like to be a well-loved coach. Yeah, we ate ass of that thing. We just didn't eat a big old scoop of ass.
Get him the hell out of here. We'll eat that ass. Why not?
Well,
6.7. So we're about what? We still have to clear another 25 mil before a couple days here, I think.
Seems like more than that. Yeah, I mean, the Hawkinson, some restructures with the Brian O'Neill, possibly Darius, Byron Murphy, Justin Jefferson. They got some stuff to do there, and probably some more cuts. But if you do look at we'll talk about this, but if you look at our defensive line right now, no disrespect to Jalen Redmond, this looks like a defensive line that you would see on the UFL.
I mean, a lot of these guys probably might end up in the UFL.
No, I don't know if they'd be on the roster.
Right now it does. Right now it does. But you got free agency, you got the draft. I fully expect D tackle to be.
That's what I said right now.
It's either going to be a double dip in free agency, a double dip in the draft, a dip in free agency, a dip in the draft. Like, they're going to add at least 2 players, and I think it's going to be a pretty decent free agency contract and also a fairly high draft pick at this position. I think that's how much they want to improve this unit. Potato.
We need Russet Wilson, and Josh Newman says a potato. Russet Potato, very overrated. Not a great potato. Huge. Those things are freaking huge.
I mean, Baby Reds might be better. What else do you like other than a nice russet?
Just Baby Red. There is nothing other than a Baby Red potato. If you get in the russet potato, like, you're just like.
I mean, maybe you might be making a loaded baked potato. That's why you want to get the russet. You want the bigger one. But I'm not a potato guy. I'm not a baked potato guy. I want hash browns.
Yeah, Yukon Gold, Bulldog, well done. Yukon Gold is probably definitely next after red potato. The russet potato is something you find on the side of the road. Somebody just throws a bag of russet potatoes out. Like, oh shit, I didn't mean to buy these.
I don't think that's common practice.
I've seen a lot of bags of potatoes on the side of the road.
John has changed his profile pic yet again. How handsome he is.
Actually, from this one, I feel like I think I could kick the living hell out of him. I could kick the shit out of him.
His right shoulder is bigger than your entire body.
Quick. I fight dirty. I'll bite. I pinch. I'll do anything.
Yeah.
And now we have breaking news as well. Josh Newman is a potato.
T-Bass, I agree 100%. Scalloped potatoes are ass. I can't even smell them. They make me sick.
Here's what I'll say on scalloped potatoes. Whoever says that they like scalloped potatoes, they're lying. They just want to be different than everybody else. Oh no, I love scalloped. You just haven't had the right ones. You're eating the ones out of the box. Scalloped potatoes are dog shit. They're disgusting. I would rather eat my dog's ass than one scoop of scalloped potatoes.
Poor Betty.
Disgusting.
I hate them. They're disgusting. It makes me sick to smell or
fried potatoes, like any other potato other than scalloped potatoes. They just get limp and gooey and just effing disgusting. I've seen a lot of helpings of those on the side of the road. They're gross.
I just prefer my potatoes these days in the hash brown form.
No, purple Sam Squatch. You don't mean that. You like the ham. You like the ham in there. You get big chunks of ham and maybe a little scalloped potatoes, and that takes care of the taste. You don't just eat those things raw dog. You don't like them.
Cheesy potatoes are amazing, though. Cheesy potatoes.
Every other potato other than scalloped potatoes are good.
Scallop's horrible. I agree. 100%. Disgusting. Worst potato you could have.
All right. Well, we got a plethora of things to talk about tonight. We're going to talk about some free agency bold predictions. We're going to talk about little who'd you do mock draft, some free agent scuttlebutt mailbag. Lupagus and I are going to be we're each given $20 million to spend in free agency. We're going to see how we did. You can let us know.
I think last year we did. I think you spent all yours on one player, didn't you?
Yeah, no, I think I did.
Who was it?
Who it was?
No, I can't either.
Well, it was probably Milton Williams. I don't know. It's probably something that didn't work. I know that. So yeah, stick around, hit that like, hit that sub. Once again, I'll say it one more time. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday of next week, we're going to be live. I mean, you guys are going to be so sick of us. It's going to be bad. And FW under ketchup is not gross.
Depends what you're having it with.
All right, but let's talk. So the breaking news right before this, Jonathan Allen, Gonzo, him, Javon Hargrave, both gone. They took a big old swing on a couple of guys that when we looked at it, we're like, you know what, they got some potential. Mm-hmm. You know, they're healthy. Mm-hmm. When healthy, they've played very well. It didn't pan out, and now they're eating a ton of money, but they're also clearing up some space. Jonathan Allen is Gonzo. Thank you, John. He didn't have a horrible season. He just didn't meet expectations.
No, and you think it just go back, like all the almost missed plays. Like I think he had maybe 2-3 just near sacks. Like he just wasn't quite finishing the deal in the backfield a few times. Then there's games where he was just non-existent. But you look at his overall stat line, and it's not bad. I actually have it right here. What do you have? He had 68 tackles, 7 tackles for loss, 3.5 sacks. You look at that. You look at those numbers. Like, oh shit, that's pretty good. But like, how many times have we absolutely ran over? And just the misplays, it looks better on paper than it actually looked when you're watching a game.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. The moral of the story is our run defense was butt cheeks. We weren't getting after it. They needed to change it. He was too damn expensive. And the Wilfs, thank you for paying the rest of his contract to get rid of him and to bring in some new blood. Elijah Williams, I gotta say, I'm probably a little more excited than I should be for this guy. I would like to get him a little bit of a shot. Not so much maybe a starter, but let's get this guy in the rotation. Elijah Williams, let's see what you got, man.
I don't know. I mean, obviously, Jalen Redmond's the star here. Ingram Dawkins has some upside. I will agree. Williams has some upside. Drake Rodriguez, still a depth piece. I know you're kind of giving up on him, but I feel like he's fine. Like I don't know what is Drake Rodriguez. Like I don't think he's not superstar.
I have not given up on him. I just don't. A lot of people see the ceiling with this guy is freaking John Randall. I just don't get that.
I don't get that. I like the way he's developing at the right pace. He's not going. I mean, like Redmond obviously is he's an outlier. Like,
he's decent. He's decent. I agree with
no
that.
One. Yeah, Redmond's the exception here. Drake Rodriguez is developing the right spot, so I think he's probably got a spot in this roster. Ingram Dawkins, I'm intrigued by. He did show up every now and then, but it was just weird the amount of games he was just inactive. It's like, didn't he have a sack last week? Why is he inactive?
Elite acid, thank you. We're worried sick. Just a question here, random. Mr. Clean, do they not make Mr. Clean commercials anymore? Do they sell that product? When's the last time you saw a Mr. Clean commercial? I mean, that
came on during like
commercial.
My mom would watch Guiding Light, and the Mr. Clean commercials would be on. He'd be out there doing a sexy dance and all hot and whatever.
But like, are they to the point where they don't need commercials anymore? I haven't seen a Mr. Clean commercial in years. Like it was all the time, and he'd wink at you at the end. You'd go like this.
Yeah, he was very naughty. I don't know. I think it depends what time you're watching TV and what you're watching. They always kind of gear those to the audience they think they're going to have. So that's probably, and I think there was maybe more of the Day of the Housewife, and that's kind of gone out the window now. You know, more women are out there and being the prime provider of the families.
Okay, this is taking a different turn.
I'm just saying, like that's what they would gear it at, and I don't think they're doing that anymore. So you might be right. Maybe that's why.
All right. Well, I hope Mr. Clean is thriving. I hope he's doing well. But have not seen one of those in quite some time.
Jonathan Allen, Christmas one year, or for Halloween one year, I was Mr. Clean.
Yeah, I know he was a staple of this wonderful country that we live in. Mr. Clean, always wearing those beautiful whites. Yeah, Jonathan Allen is Gonzo. I'll put this one out there just for the hell of it. We had a little bit of an agenda item here, but I couldn't even think of one. Craziest rumor you've heard so far this free agency.
Yeah.
So craziest rumor involving the Minnesota Vikings. Let's see the comments. We want to hear you guys. Like, what's the craziest thing you've heard? Like not just like from your mailman or some weirdo on Twitter who's doing things he shouldn't be doing. Like, what's the craziest thing we've heard?
Emmanuel sees Mr. Clean commercials all the time. He's sick of them.
They might be. You know what? To be fair, I don't watch much regular TV, so maybe it's still a thing.
That's what Viking Funeral said. Network TV's ass nowadays no one watches.
Yeah, he's probably right. They're probably all the time. Joe Burrow? All right. Burrow.
Clean is still bald. You're right.
Vikings win a Super Bowl. John.
Oh, John. Remember Onebar said he could take you now because that new pitcher. So I forget that.
I don't know. I think that shirt looks sweaty. I think I changed my mind. Geno Smith. I mean, those are just rumors we don't like. I'm talking like crazy.
Okay, FW Ender, settle down.
Yeah, that's FW Ender's about to nut.
My God. Oh.
There we go. Matamia, Justin Jefferson trade. Yeah, that is. You had one. What was it?
Well, the one I saw, it was just weird. Like J.J. McCarthy getting traded, I don't think is crazy, but they actually had specific compensation. They said a 4th-round pick. I think it was a 7th and a player. And I'm like, what?
Okay, see, that sounds like it wasn't from, like, that sounds like just somebody bored.
No, it was a guy, I think he was certified in Twitter, and I'm like, what the hell? Just to put that out there with specific compensation. This is what the Vikings are going to take from the combine for J.J. McCarthy. I'm like, and that's the other thing. Like, there is so many things coming out that's saying one thing, then the next report saying the other thing. McCarthy, the Vikings, want to slowly develop him. Other one says they want to move on from him. Like, it's crazy, all the stuff coming out and everything's flip-flopping. But that was one where the specific compensation, I was just like, you know what, that's a little bit nutty.
Well, this is now the craziest thing. Viking Funeral, of course, wants everybody's leftover scalped potatoes. I could see him just crushing some bugles on top of those things, just make it a little bit better. And honestly, it would. You could take a shit on top of scalped potatoes, and it would make it better.
Or bugles.
The only thing I'll say about scalped potatoes is honestly, if they're cold, they're better. So I'll take them cold than hot, a little less droopy.
Yeah, I don't. They're gross.
All right. Well, let's. So here's the rules of the next game we played, and we got to. Jesus. Let's throw this out there one more time. All super chats tonight get you in the chance to win the new Onebar Lupagus swag hoodie. Wonderful, wonderful item. So get those super chats rolling. But so all right, the next thing, we did a little exercise where we each got $20 million to spend in free agency. We know the Vikings are going to have a lot more than that. When all is said and done, they're going to have a lot more. It's not like these are the only signings, but I just capped it at $20 million just so we could have fun. And we compared it to over the cap. So we took their market value, which could be right, could be wrong, could be high, could be low. And we got $20 million to spend. And we want to know which one you prefer. You ready?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to prefer mine, but I spent every damn last penny of that. This me? This is me.
This is you. So here's Lupagus's 20 million bones. I got to be honest. There's some of these guys I don't know absolutely shit about.
Well, let me start. Kyler Murray, $1.3 million. That's the projected salary that he's going to get if he comes here. Hell yeah, I'll spend $1.3 million to take a flyer on Kyler Murray. What he can do with his legs. He can. I mean,
we know
his
Kyler
passing
Murray
is hit or miss. I mean, it is what it is. Eric Wilson, I'm bringing him back after the season he had with Brian Flores. Hell yes, I'm bringing him back. Why would I not do that? The dude's a perfect fit in the scheme. Doesn't stop you from drafting a linebacker at some point, but I want to have Eric Wilson back. He's one of our best defensive players a year ago. John Franklin Myers, absolute pressure machine, constantly in the backfield. That's my big signing. That's my sexy, splashy one. $7.8 million a year to get this guy who is just a creator of havoc, a creator of ruckus, always in the backfield. Louis Gilman, he was, I think, my first free agency crush of the year this year. 9 tackles last year, 9 passes defensed. He's a great tackler, hard hitter. That was one of our biggest issues last year, just tackling guys, especially in the secondary. Remember 3-4 guys trying to bring somebody down. We could not do it.
That hoodie.
Not a big popular name, but actually a name that was mentioned today in who was it who dropped this? I just did the news video. He said the free agent targets that the Vikings could go after. Louis Gilman was listed in that. It was Andrew Kramer who dropped that. David Ojabo, I saw he was a free agent coming up here, and this is a perfect No, it's just an upside, no risk here. He was a second-round pick. He probably would have been a first-round pick. He had that late injury. I think he actually got hurt at the combine. Then he pulled something. He's had a couple sacks in his career. Still a lot of upside here with this guy, $1.4 million.
Couple sacks. He's an edge rusher, man.
Why not take a flyer on this dude? Get him in Brian Flores' scheme and Brian Flores' system. Maybe it's just a flyer here. It's just I didn't have much money left. This is an absolute flyer. You got to fill it to depth. If Jonathan Grenard gets traded, this becomes a bigger need. Maybe you invest a little bit more money at the spot. But to me, it was just a wild card kind of a pick. And then I had about $1 million left over. I wanted a receiver. I wanted a cornerback. I just couldn't fit it in here. But I brought in Hunter Renfrow, the shifty little pass catcher there to fill some veteran depth on this wide receiver room.
Yeah, so I'm not going to poo-poo on this at all. This is your dream. This is your hope. I honestly, when it comes to Gilman, I don't know where I missed the boat. I don't know jack shit about this guy, so I definitely have to look into him. For $4.1 million, he must not be overly fantastic. Is he young?
He's like 28. I want to say 28.
All right. Ajabo, I know that it's fair to say he's just a full-blown bust. I mean, maybe there's some potential there. Brian Flores opened something up. Is that kind of the angle?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's still upside. There's still upside there. Still some hope, and Flores can unlock it. That's my hope there.
Yeah, and so Franklin Myers, that's your big boy signing. It's beautiful. I wish he was like 27. I mean, that price tag would go. I mean, obviously that's why it's only 7.8. If he's 27, it's going to be in the 10 plus. So you get a little bit of a bargain there. You had a guy do defensive line. Hunter Renfrow, I mean, the dude's got health issues outside of football. He had 15 catches for the Panthers. You had $1 million to spend. If I had $1 million to spend, I'm probably spending on Hunter Renfrow too, just because I've always wanted that guy in purple. But he's not going to make this team any better.
I couldn't afford anything else. He's better than Ty Felton.
No, I'm not going to argue that. This would be fine. And my free agency for my $20 million. I went a little more
before you get into yours. I don't think any of these signings change really what we do at 18. Like obviously, you look at who we bring in. You would think corner is the number one need, but you can still go D-tackle. You can still go safety. You can still go linebacker. I don't think it stops any of that. It gives you some options, gives you some flexibility, but I don't think it changes really. I think your number 18 pick 18 is still wide open.
Well, and for mine and for yours, obviously, first off, we only had $20 million to spend. Mm-hmm. Tyler Linderbaum isn't even in this scenario here. No. He's probably going to cost more. So we went, I went very conservative. You went very conservative. And the guys that you signed and the one I'm going to throw up here, none of these are game changers. None of these are going to be all of a sudden you're oh yeah, you're going to win the Super Bowl. You're going to win the North. It's just kind of depth moves where the draft is still wide open. This does not change the draft at all. Just because you signed John Franklin Myers doesn't mean you don't draft a Caleb Williams. Mm-hmm. I mean, just because you sign Gilman, the safety, doesn't mean you draft McNeil Warren. I mean, everything is just wide open.
Yep, 100%.
All right, I got less names. Kyler Murray, yes, at 1.3. If you don't want Kyler Murray for 1.3, then you just hate the guy more than anything in the world. It has nothing to do with the fact that if he's good at quarterback. So Kyler Murray, ATN, I just don't think we're going to get the guy in the draft. So I actually think when it comes to free agency, it's going to be like a Kenneth Gainwell or an ATN. And I blew my load a little bit more on running back. Would I love to spend $6.8 million on running back? No, but ATN, 6.8, I would be 100% fine with that. I would be all for it because he's young and he's going to be here for a very long time. This isn't just like a 1 year, 2 year signing. Nakobe Dean, I love this dude. I want this guy. I want him so damn bad. I had them passing on Eric Wilson, spending another $3 million to go get Nakobe Dean, a guy that I think, he's a blitz machine. He's decent in pass coverage. I think he takes that Eric Wilson 6.5 sacks and bumps it up at least a couple and is an absolute menace next to Blake Cashman. And these last guys, Gallimore, I just had some change to spend. I wanted to put it on defensive line. I think you could actually start on this defensive line. If you had Redmond, Gallimore, and then say a first-round guy like a Caleb Banks or a second-round guy like Hunter, that defensive line got much better. I think Gallimore had 3-4 sacks last year. He started a ton of games. This is like the Dean Lowry, Jerry Tillery signing, but just a little bit better of a player. And then Venerian Lowe, you get your swing tackle. So Venerian Lowe, very cheap. It was kind of in the same Hunter Renfrow territory where I was trying to find somebody to spend some money on, but also spend some money on a guy that would have some teeth. So I went a little more top heavy than you.
Yeah, and I like Neville Gallimore, always have. I forget he's out there in free agency. It was kind of like when I see that, I was kind of surprised when I saw Ojabo was available. I'm like, oh, let's take a swing on Ojabo. I mean, Dean, to me, like, I don't know why you spend $3 more million to get a guy where Eric Wilson was just great in that role, and you can still draft. Yeah,
but here, I'll tell you that Nakobe Dean's only 25. Like Eric Wilson's going to be 32. So like,
you still draft somebody. That's what I was saying. You still draft somebody.
Well, in my scenario, I'm not drafting an inside linebacker because you got your guy for the future, and you got him at a pretty damn good price. Nakobe Dean with the Eagles is like they drafted Jihad Campbell, and they got, I can't remember who else, another first rounder. Who the hell is it? Anyways, like this guy is just untapped. And I think
Trotter Jr.
Yeah, Flores would have a blast with this guy. Like he is your future at the inside linebacker. He's not. Eric Wilson's going to be gone. I mean, he's going to retire next year, I'm sure.
Yeah, but if he has one more great year, I thought I'd take that for $4 million. Why not? But yeah, I mean, I get it. I knew.
I don't think we're 1 year. I don't think this year we're going to do anything.
But I mean, still, yeah, you weren't able to address the cornerback position. You didn't do safety. And I get it. Like you can't hit them all, and they're not going to be able to hit them all. I still think yours, I mean, gives us plenty of options as well. I still think the Vikings could maybe grab an Emmett Johnson. Had a really bad combine. Maybe he's there, but if their comp pick in round 3, you can grab him to put there next to the Warhammer. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be upset with this at all. There's some good names there, a lot of potential. I mean, we both agree on Murray coming here. I mean, that should be a given at this point. It sounds like I'd be more surprised now with Murray if it doesn't happen than if it does happen.
Yeah, 1.3. Even if you don't even like the guy, it's like, who cares? Mm-hmm. I mean, this is cheaper than Carson Wentz was last year.
Mm-hmm. But there was 2 in the comments. I think they both preferred yours. I mean, John Carlon mentioned he said I picked Onebar ? Like he was confused by it.
Well, sounds like we have to arm wrestle.
I think he would kill you.
He would. My arm would come clean off. Kenneth Gainwell is a name to watch, man.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know how old he is, but everybody says he'd be the perfect complement to Jordan Mason. He tore us a new one. I know that.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he's a good player. Underrated, too. Probably going to cost you a shit ton of money. I'm going to see how old he is.
I'm going to say he's 28 years old.
He is 26 years old.
Oh, God, young buck. Wee young lad.
Very young. That was a fun exercise. I was very mad when I was out of money at the end. I had $2 million to spend. I'm having to get 2 players with this.
I kept bouncing around. So at first I had Jalen Watson. I'm like, I'm going big on corner. I'm getting that veteran corner, but then I'm starting to think, you know what? God, we already got 2 veteran corners. I can't do it. Jalen Watson, you're out. You're out, man. We'll get one early in the draft. So yeah, I was going all over the place. It was tough.
And with corner, I mean, there's news came out today that Brian Flores is already pounding the table for Avion Terrell at 18. So whether it's true or not, that's the rumor right now.
I believe anything that's out there. All right, let's go to the mailbag. Chris Vikings comes out and says, if you could have any quarterback from the Vikings past to be our backup behind McCarthy, who would it be? Comments. Who would your backup quarterback be right now if you could pick any Viking from the past?
Yeah, so I would.
Writer, so that was so fun.
It can be any quarterback. Doesn't it be a backup?
If you could have any quarterback from the Vikings past,
well, they'd be starting over McCarthy.
I let's go into let me set the table a little bit more.
Yeah,
so
I gotta get more specific here.
Well, I'm just gonna say like they're not starting over. The only way they get in is if McCarthy gets injured. Like, who's your backup? Purple Sam Squatch. He wants to get in that for that hoodie.
Well, it's such a hard question because, like, I mean, you think of Favre in 2009, Dante Culpepper when he had the MVP season that he had. I mean, that's where I go. I saw Tarkenton in the comments. I guess if I could pick any quarterback, I would go 2009 Favre.
All right. I like it. We got Culpepper. We got Favre. We got a couple Tarkentons. Favre, Tommy Kramer. I mean, there's really no wrong answer here. I went weird, and nobody. I could probably sit here for days, and nobody's gonna say it. Is Like if you got Tarkenton as your backup quarterback, he's going to be chirping, man. Put me in. We don't need to hear any of that shit.
No.
I went Randall Cunningham. Randall Cunningham is my backup quarterback because he was pretty much in the exact situation in 98. He was behind Brad Johnson. Brad Johnson gets hurt. What's Cunningham do? He comes in and absolutely lights the world on fire. Could you imagine him launching that thing to Justin Jefferson like he was doing it to Randy Moss in 98, like just throwing it up? Randall Cunningham gave two shits, and it was a beautiful, beautiful thing to watch. So Cunningham, and I hate to say it, like nobody was even close.
Wow. I don't know. I mean, Favre's year in 09 was pretty damn magical, as was Cunningham's. But yeah, I mean, and then was it 04 when the Culpepper had the huge ass year? I mean, he was crazy that year.
Yeah, no, I just, my mindset went to the guy that started as the backup quarterback. And
I kind of wish he would have reworded that question, like, what backup quarterback of all time?
Well, then mine would still be Cunningham. He was a backup.
Well, that would be their answer to go to.
No, T-Bass, but the moral was like he's going to have a quarterback that can get him the ball. Davey says, with a high probability that Naylor is going to sign elsewhere and with Diggs being cut, given his history of, I don't even know what that word is, would you give him a 1-year deal? You want to sign Stephon Diggs?
No, there's too much shit going on with him out the field right now. He's facing some pretty serious legal allegations. Who knows if he's going to be available next year? I'm not putting any money towards Stephon Diggs. No,
I mean, my whole mindset going into this offseason is not just this year, but beyond. Like, we got to look 2-3 years ahead right now. We don't even know where our quarterback is. Like, I would love for them to surprise us and go out and get 11 wins next year. But I'm looking towards the future, and Stephon Diggs adds nothing. So I'm on the same page. Lord Cool Sith says, should the Vikings get a running back in the draft, not just signing one in free agency?
Yeah, and I think maybe you could even do both. But yeah, I think a draft pick will be used on running back. I mean, I'm not sure when. I mean, round 3 seems a good spot to get somebody. Could be later too. I do think they'll draft somebody at running back this year.
Yes, I agree. I mean, right now, Jordan Mason's the only one under contract. They even said they're not bringing back, what's his nuts? Xavier Scott, right? They didn't tender him or zero interest.
You have to tender him?
I think so. And they didn't even do that.
Well, I wouldn't either. I mean, Mike Washington's nice. A guy I like later is he's Aaron Randall from Clemson, the former receiver. He's 6'3", 200-something pounds. The dude can catch the football.
6'3" running back?
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, he's a former receiver, so he's very intriguing in the late, 5th, 6th round range.
All right, Chris says, would you trade Jonathan Grenard for a 2027 second rounder and a 5th rounder so we could potentially draft a quarterback in 2027 if needed?
No, if we trade him, I want a 2026 second rounder. I want something where I feel like I like the way this draft's shaping up to fill a need either at linebacker, cornerback, safety, D tackle in that second round range. You do what you take the other biggest need in the first round. There's going to be somebody there at one of those positions, and maybe even running back, that would be very beneficial to this team. That's what I'm going to use that pick for this year, not something next year.
Yeah, I mean, if it comes down to the year, I guess I don't really care, to be honest. I know next year's draft class is supposed to be much better, so I would be all for it. If we get a second rounder and change for Jonathan Grenard, even though we don't want him to get traded, I'm pulling the trigger. I don't care what year it is.
What was this, 2029?
I don't know if that's legal. How many years can you go?
Well, they're trying to get 5 years, but I think you can only go 3 at this point.
Yeah, I know the NBA, you can do it like 2048. Let's see. Matamida says, if the Vikings actually sign Kyler Murray, how different would the Vikings offense look?
Well, let you go ahead and start with this one.
It's a great question. I mean, Kyler Murray, the big thing is to say, he doesn't fit this offense, but we've had a plethora of different types of quarterbacks in this system. We saw Josh Dobbs do his thing, and all of a sudden he was dog shit. We've seen so many quarterbacks. Like, Kyler Murray can be a good pocket passer. Mm-hmm. Like he goes in spurts. His big thing is he's not consistent. So that's up to him, but I don't think they changed the offense much. Like, no, granted, if the pocket collapses, he's having issues. Yeah, he's going to take off and run, but I don't think the offense changes.
That's my thing. Like, you keep the same, but I also, if I'm KOC, I'm like, if it's there and you can run, get it, go. Like, I want you to run every time you can. I would very much stress that factor of it all, because he can do that. He's crazy. I just watched that play, the Raiders Cardinals, where he held the ball forever and he ended up running for a touchdown. I would very much encourage that aspect of his game.
All right, last one, T-Bass. Here we go. Buckle up. A few weeks ago, a few younger guys that work for me asked about the 1980 Miracle on Ice and if it was that big of a deal. They were amazed how vividly I remembered it. I told them I was lucky. It was a different time, even before VCRs. Good Lord. So if you wanted to watch something, you better not miss it because there was no going back. Told them about seeing live Hank Aaron breaking Babe Ruth's record on Monday Night Baseball. Secretariat getting the Triple Crown on America's Heart.
How old is this guy?
This is T-Bass, man. He's been around. Larry Bird mania during the NCAA championship.
Abraham Lincoln getting assassinated. You saw that on TV.
You remember it because you didn't know the outcome in advance. So my question is, were you sports junkies like I was? Do you have any vivid non-Viking historic sports memories you can remember?
Yeah, I got one specifically. It was the Kirk Gibson home run. Came out there limping with the bad leg at the time. He was pinch hitting. I don't know what game it was in that World Series, Dodgers, and was it the A's?
I think it was game 6. I think that sent it to game 7.
He goes out there, one good leg, and he freaking jacks a home run. It was absolutely iconic. I remember watching that. I still do. I'm pretty sure my older brother, maybe my dad, were watching it with me. But yeah, seeing that live was pretty amazing.
Yeah, I got a handful. So like, and I don't think, did I compare didn't I say throwing it up to Jefferson like you threw it up?
I think it was part of the question, wasn't it? I don't know.
Anyway, the Mets win the 69 series. Yes, Gibson absolutely doing the freaking boom, boom. 91 Twins World Series, 100%. Yep. Watching that puppy was absolutely beautiful. Game 7, game 6, the whole damn series was fantastic. Christian Laettner hitting that buzzer beater. I remember watching that live. Damn near shit myself as a wee young lad. Did you have any other ones? I got a couple more.
No, I was going to say the Twins in 91, see you tomorrow night. Curry Puckett, absolutely historic performance there.
Yeah. Let's see. Scott Norwood missing the kick. Yep. It's not Vikings related, but him missing that thing was just absolutely crazy. Joe Montana leading the Niners over the Bengals for that end, the last drive there. And then the Dream Team, was it 92 Dream Team? Yeah. That whole damn thing in the Olympics was beautiful. But yeah, I think it's fair to say we're sport junks. I remember when Sports Center used to run the same one from about 5 o'clock. Yeah. They would do half-hour increments, and they'd start it all over 5 to 5:30, 5:30 to 6. I would watch them all. They were the same damn show. I'd watch the same damn thing over and over and over.
I got to mention, too, some of the Michael Jordan performances, those 90s series, watching those with the cab with my grandpa, be watching those. Against the Sonics, against I think the Jazz, just classic Jordan moments. Kerry Strug with the bad leg, nailing the vault there to get the gold. Another huge one there. No, she wasn't. She could barely move.
Yeah. So yeah, the thing with the Vikings, I'm glad he said not Vikings because we could sit here and talk about all the horrible things that we remember with the Vikings. All right, let's go to we're gonna play a game of Who'd You Do? Mock draft quick. But first off, any free agent bold predictions? Predictions for the Vikings and free agency. I gotta cut a whiz.
Cut a Waz.
Ooh, Tyson, that's a good one. Tyson biting Holyfield's ear. I remember that.
Yeah, or Buster Douglas over Tyson. Hell, it was so dramatic. The Killers made a song about it. Ryan Kelly's gonna retire, or he's gonna be gone. So that's just expected to happen. But yeah, it was a good question, T-Bass. A lot of great moments. Yeah, so it's fun to think about and fun to reminisce and just where were you, who were you with? And it's amazing the stuff that sticks with you over time. But yeah, Onebar is going to get ready here. We're going to do a little free agency. Who do you do? Bold prediction first. If you guys got bold predictions on free agency, drop it here in the comments. Love to see what your bold prediction is. I got mine ready to go. And again, don't forget Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, a little pre-gamer, a little primer Sunday afternoon, and then full bore all day long, giveaways, bingo board, all kinds of great shit. It's going to be fantastic. 73. Oh, T-Bass. Yeah, no. And probably back then, T-Bass, the TVs were so bad, you could probably hardly see what you're even seeing. It's real shitty picture. Oh, Adriano says, bold prediction, Reed Blankenship and Nakobe Dean signing the Vikings. I like it. I like it. Adriano, Mr. Positivity during the live stream with games. Fantastic. Hawkinson gets traded, says Davey. Wow, that is bold. It's bold, especially after what they've been coming to lately. Les Bowl keeps talking about Jennings Dunker. I don't know. Has he ever played center before? I don't want to take the guy because he has a mullet because I think he can play center. I'd rather take a guy who's a center. But Les Bowl, I know you're very obsessed with this question. Yeah, right? Size of refrigerator and twice as heavy, those old TVs. Get up to change the channel. The worst.
I bet T-Bass used to watch it on those console thing. What the hell was it called? Those like wooden things.
It was like a table and a TV.
Yeah, is it a console TV? That doesn't sound right. I remember the first house I bought came with one of those damn things, and I swear that thing weighed 9,000 pounds to get that thing inside of a dumpster. What a horrible, horrible thing. All right, let's do it. Let's do it. Bold free agent predictions. Did we have any in the comments or not?
I don't know. Nothing that really had any. Oh, Adriano said we signed Reed Blankenship and Nakobe Dean.
Oh, those are bold.
I got mine. It's so bold it'll knock your socks off.
Fairly mid-level.
Actually, it's not that bold. It's not.
All right, what's your bold prediction?
First Vikings free agency signing is going to be a wide receiver. And we've seen this in the past. Remember when we signed Josh Oliver? No one had us picking a tight end. We just got T.J. Hawkinson. First
right. Wide receiver is a need.
I know, but like no one's thinking we're going to go there first. Everything cornerback, safety, defensive tackle, center maybe. Wide receiver would be shocking if the first signing we make is a wide receiver.
I will say this. It generally seems that the first signing is a weird position. Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't that sounds about right. And we don't have to like it. Doesn't mean we like these predictions, right? No. So mine is even I'm taking a little bit deeper free agency and the draft. I'm going to say our safety group is the exact same thing. It's going to be for week one. Everybody's so focused on safety, whether it's free agency, whether it's Dylan Thieneman, McNeil Warren, these guys. I mean, it's such a good class.
Gilman.
I hope this doesn't happen, but like Theo Jackson, Jay Ward, Josh Metellus, I'm missing somebody. But I hope it doesn't happen. But my bold prediction is they just roll with it. They roll with it.
But
can you imagine anything worse?
Flores loves the safety position, so I don't think it's going to happen. But
I hope it doesn't.
The only thing that gives me any kind of hope in that scenario is just knowing that Josh Metellus was hurt last year. If we can get to Josh Metellus from the year before, I'd feel much better if that was the case. But you did say bring it back as it was, and that would include this guy, as Spider-Man says here.
Yeah, Hitman. You never know. It just seems like every offseason there's always one position where we think we're just going to hit heavy, and it gets completely ignored. This would not be the year to do it.
No, I think I definitely. Oh, look at John. It says Hitman returns.
Yeah, he hasn't retired yet. I mean, shit or get off the pot, man.
Wow.
All right, let's play a game of Who Would You Do free agency style. And first up is Sherry. Nakobe Dean, Andre Sisco, and Kenneth freaking Walker. What do you think about
sounds
Sherry?
Like she's got a thatch on her.
Sherry's got one of those wraparound bushes, as they say.
Oh, wow. All right, but not bad. It should do a lot of things.
Bad.
Cisco.
Bambi, Jalen Watson, Lloyd Cushenberry, and there he is, Reed Blankenship.
Yeah.
How we feeling about old Bams? Get a hell of a corner.
Yeah, I think she might be a little bit religious.
No, Bambi is the opposite. Bambi will do whatever you whisper in her ear, guaranteed. All right, final. Here we go. We got Reek Woolen, ATN, and I butcher his last name every time.
Bjadic. Tyler Bjadic.
Recently released by Washington.
Sharon.
Here? Who would you do?
I had an aunt named Sharon. Tom Kevlin did things to her.
Sharon. There was a Sharon locally here, and her last name was Peters.
Was that what she was doing, or is that her name?
Well, that was her name. That is a real story, Sharon Peters. All right. Well, I'm glad that everybody feels comfortable enough to call Sharon Sherry.
No, there's one. There's one. The first one is Sherry. One bar.
Oh shit! Wow, wow, I've completely lost my mind. I couldn't believe that they were
maybe
so
should have mixed up those names a little bit. Maybe put a Karen.
All right, well, it appears Sherry or Sherry. So the middle one, Bambi, is not getting any love.
Bambi's getting
Jalen Watson. I mean, he is pretty much the bell of the ball at corner.
I will say this about Bambi. I don't think he's not that well known though league wide. I mean, not enough people know Jalen Watson. So I think that's why Bambi's not getting a ton of love. But I know which one I'm doing. Well,
Purple Sam Squatch is referring to her as Harry Sherry now. Man, I the one I'm taking, it really isn't that close. So
yeah, mine's not close either. It's Sharon. Reek Woolen. I love Reek Woolen. I want him in the draft. I can't believe he lasted as long as he did. ETN would be great. Just a dual threat back who could do everything, and pair with the Warhammer would be an absolute monster 1-2 combination there. And Bjadic, he could be our starting center. And then you got some options there. You don't have to use a draft pick at a center. You can use a different position. You got Blake Brand who can fill in. You got Michael Juergens. So yeah, I love Sharon. I hate that it's my aunt's name, but I would do Sharon.
Yeah, I'm going Sherry. I think Kenneth Walker and Nakobe Dean is beautiful. Sharon is not. That's a good answer as well. Reek Woolen, the shit that went down in the playoffs where he's just flipped. I don't know. Reek Woolen. I love his size. He had a really good rookie year, but I would rather just go with the inside linebacker and maybe address that in the draft. Like having Reek Woolen for how much he's going to cost on top of Isaiah Rodgers and Byron Murphy. Man, that's a lot of money.
Well, I'd be on top of Sharon. I'll tell you that right now.
Now, Bambi appears to have not gotten any. I tried that. I thought Bambi would be a little bit sneaky because Jalen Watts, or because he's such a big name and such he's going to start. Like Isaiah Rodgers is going to the bench if you sign him.
We have breaking news here.
Oh, I don't doubt that. I bet he chased that thing down in the woods and tackled it.
Then he ate it raw.
Then he made a nice little rug out of Bambi.
Pittsburgh, he will not see the names. He just says option 1.
That doesn't count. It doesn't count. Oh, all right. Well, I think it's time for a little mock draft.
Let's do it.
Remember, we are giving away a hoodie tonight. Every super chat gets you in the running for the new updated logo hoodie. Look at that thing.
It's beautiful. What a logo you came up with.
Join us Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. We're going to be live all 3 days next week. Free agency. Monday and Tuesday, we're going to be live for 7 to 9 hours. We're going to be here. We're playing bingo, free agency bingo. We're going to have guests. We're going to be doing a lot of giveaways. Saddle up. We're going to be drinking a lot of beers early in the week. So do not miss that. Take the damn day off of work. Let's get ready.
I have to work. I can't be there.
Oh, I'm going to be here, and I'm going to probably be speaking Spanish. Maybe not so much Tuesday. We'll see.
You know, if you do Monday, you might as well do Tuesday, too. Are we doing the draft, or are we bringing people on? What's the plan?
What do you want to do?
I don't know. I'm kind of feeling greedy. I think we should just do it.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah.
Of everybody. All right, hold on. I gotta rearrange.
JDT thinks it sounds like a hoot.
Yeah, get your butts on here. It's gonna be fun. Harmsy's in. That a baby.
Harmsy can get that hoodie. Look good in it too. Harmsy look good than anything. Vic Ryder says we're greedy bastards. You know what? We're mixing it up. We're gonna do the mock tonight.
Oh.
No regrets.
No regrets. Never show weakness. Let's go, baby. Spike the like. I like it. All right, let's do it. Speaking of greedy, I'm going to take the first pick. How do you like them apples?
Yeah, it's fine. The computer.
I don't know.
He's raging at me right now.
Just remember, it was Lupagus, not me.
It was me. Hey, I'll take 100% blame for this.
Let us know in the comments who's going to be here Monday and Tuesday. Who's going to be here Monday and Tuesday? Yeah. I mean, giveaway wise, I mean, we're going to be doing a jerk. Like we're going to have fun. We're going to have a damn blast.
I've already had fun.
All right, let's do this.
Right, here we go. The hell did you pick slow mode?
No, this is fast. I haven't. Tim Maggie. That seems like a new name. I like it.
Yeah. Okay,
get real. Who would take this trade? Are you shitting me?
That's I know. What's his name? Jeff.
Jeff Carson.
Jeff Carson would take it.
These are horrible trades. Reject. All right, Sonny Styles is on the board.
What?
I hate that he's even there. It makes it too damn easy. But you know what?
Yeah.
People might look at him like, hey, he's an inside linebacker. Maybe the same with safety. Maybe that's ain't the value here. Maybe that's why he slides. But like, I don't care if we're like if we had the 10th pick and he's there. I'm taking this guy, Sonny Styles. There is not even a question. You take him. He's the best. He's damn near. He's probably a top 4 player in the entire draft.
Yeah, he's gonna go very high. I cannot believe he is still on the board here. And I'm surprised he was because these mock draft simulators have updated since the combine. But all right, let's see who's there for me.
Sonny Styles.
Hell of a pick.
Hood.
Wait, am I up?
Yeah.
Keep going. Christian Miller. What D tackles we got? Yeah, I mean, I do like Christian Miller, but I don't like Colton Hood in round 1. But here at round 2, I do like him quite a bit. Is safety? They didn't put McNeil Warren available, did they? I do like Halsey too.
Safety got picked ass clean.
No, I like Halsey, but I think I would go Colton Hood here. I don't like it round 1, and I saw what the hell's his name? Tweeted that he was an option at 18, but I would definitely take him here in round 2. I don't like him at 18, but I like him here.
Yep, same way. 18, not a fan, but round 2 all day, every day.
Sonny Styles, Colton Hood, so far so good.
Yeah. No, thank you. Sticking and picking. Detroit. What a disaster. All right, we got Connor, Lou. We got Ramsey, the safety from USC. Wheatley, safety from Penn State. Jake Slaughter. Kyle Lewis, man. If we didn't get Sonny Styles, I'd be all over Kyle Lewis.
Neil had a great combine.
So what do we got? We got a linebacker and a corner. And
D-line, running back, center.
I kind of want to force Jackson, but we have 97. So
JT93 says center. Mr. Keefoff 99 says Johnson from Nebraska.
I feel like there's still going to be a decent center there.
Emmett Johnson.
I'm between Emmett Johnson,
Minneapolis native,
and Ramsey, the USC safety. Wheatley too. I love all those guys. I am gonna go. Hold on.
I'm actually glad Johnson had a bad combine because I want him to fall to us at 97.
I wanted to see. Did Bud Clark get taken?
He's probably still there. He's still considered later. Yeah.
I wish I knew what you're gonna do. All right, that's the fun of it. Don't tell me. I'm gonna go Emmett Johnson. I really am. I'm going Emmett Johnson. I think this dude is gonna be a baller as a rookie. They love him. He was fantastic in Nebraska. He's a perfect fit for Jordan Mason.
Yeah. Love it. He wants to be a Viking so bad. Reject. We're not doing trades right now. No. Not interested. Okay. All right. Whoa. This is tough.
Pretty much everybody I wanted. So you can't mess this up.
Yeah, go back up. Yeah. Shit.
We don't have a pick for a very long time.
I know, and I'm tempted to double up and grab a Julian Neal because he actually ran faster than I thought he would at the combine, so I'm feeling better about his long speed. But I'm not gonna do. Because we got Colton Hood. So I am gonna go with Saki Wheatley from Penn State. I love this dude, versatile, great fit for us team.
It's the right pick.
Cool name. Yeah. No, that's you gotta go Wheatley.
I mean, when you look at the selection so far,
yeah, I mean, we just don't have it.
I mean, Sonny Styles, Colton Hood, Emmett Johnson, and I mean, those are potentially, 4 damn near starters right out of the gate. So, yeah, we can. All right, McClellan, Vikings met with him. We do need a defensive lineman, Kevin Coleman.
Nice.
I'm going with the big boy from Missouri. Vikings met with him. We need defensive line help. We have yet to address it, so come on down.
All right.
Come on down to Marine General and get outdoors with us.
Wow. You should sing jingles, just like Uncle Jesse and
Jesse
Casopoulos. Or no, Joey Gladstone, Jesse Casopoulos. All right. What we got here? Who's up there?
I've never heard of Jude Bowery.
Hezekiah still on the board. We go to our picks. What the heck is Lewis Moore doing?
You want to see a position?
No, I want to see my selections. All right, so then go to center now. Or IOL.
Oh, God.
Looks like we're still not quite. What's our pick right now?
We must be in round 6. Round 6.
All right, go to all. I'm torn between 2 spots here.
I like that. I do like Joe Royer. I'm not trying to sway you, but I like him and the Notre Dame tight end.
I like the Notre Dame kid. Yeah, there's some players here I do like. Let's go. Fuck it. I saw him.
What?
Tyron Montgomery. Let's take him.
Where is he?
He's right there.
All right, Montgomery. Was it the East West or the Senior Bowl that guy lit it up?
Senior Bowl, the guy blew it up. So we're gonna go Tyron Montgomery, get some receiver help there. I don't believe in Ty Felton at all, so I needed to do it. Had to do it.
Hey, I'm not going to argue that at all. We're in round 7, so anything is fair game. Red Murdoch, I like him.
Wasn't he like
Klubnik? I've taken Klubnik a handful of times.
Yeah, I know. Eric Rivers, I like. We took a receiver.
What do we completely shafted the center position, correct?
I don't think we've addressed it yet. I almost did.
It's too late for that. I almost want to take oh man. Hold on. Let's look at tight end quick.
Yeah,
I don't know yet.
Is Koizel the one that was trying to get? Yeah, he's friends with McCarthy.
These high school teammates.
Yeah.
I'm going to go Red Murdoch. Red Murdoch is a turnover machine. I believe the forced fumbles and the turnovers. Like Murdoch, I don't think he's very good in pass coverage, but the guy is a special teams demon. Turnover machine, knows to get his hand on the ball, and I think he has very good size. And he's got a great name for a linebacker.
Yeah, it's an awesome name for any position. Will you go edge for me? I'm going to see what they're at edge. 2 guys I'm thinking about right now. Oh, yep. Yep, it's Mason Rager. We're taking Mason Rager, 100%.
All right, very good. All right, so here we go. We got Sonny Styles, Colton Hood, Emmett Johnson, Wheatley, the safety from Penn State, McClellan from Missouri, the defensive lineman, Montgomery, all A's until we get to, of course, my pick. Red Murdoch got a freaking B+, and they didn't even show the last one. I don't.
No, they gave Rager a B. Yeah, no, I mean it's there.
Oh, there is.
Yeah. No,
I would be all for this, man.
Oh yeah. Oh shit, yeah. I mean, you can't. I mean, Sonny Styles Probably be a top 5 pick. Colton Hood's
Yeah,
probably
that
going
ain't
round
happening.
1. Johnson, I think, could be there at 82. I would be fine with that. The dude's so productive. One cut guy can go. Wheatley's fantastic. McClellan. You knock a lot of needs in this draft. You pair this with a couple nice free agency signings, and this team's looking pretty damn good going in 2026.
Address some serious needs here. Let's do a last chance to get on the wheel. Let me get the wheel ready if you just want to talk about random shit.
Yeah, I will talk about random shit again. Oh, Spider-Man just became a member. Is that good enough for the
Spider-Man? Let's go, baby. Come Monday and Tuesday, we're going to get a ton of new members. We're going to get a ton of new subscribers. I'm very excited.
Yeah, T-Bass would rather built the trenches up earlier, but I mean, I feel like you could probably add somebody. No, I think we did Viking Funeral. You can't always hit them all. I mean, sometimes you got to let the board come to you and take the best value that presents itself.
Yeah, I mean, Sonny Styles being there, like, I don't give a shit if that's even a need or not. You take him.
So good. So damn good. So, yes, don't forget, 3 o'clock Sunday, the free agency primer. We're going to prime that mower, snowblower, whatever needs priming.
Spider-Man.
He's been he's been MVP tonight. Look at FW says Skol Spidey. Skol frickin' Spidey.
Everybody can see me typing my home row keys here.
Let's not forget the Viking Funeral does like scalloped potatoes, and his wife called him fat tonight.
I love Viking Funeral. Him and I clearly have different thoughts on the type of food we like. We've butted heads many times on the Little Debbie product, the Bugle product. There's been many.
No, it's Monday. It's the legal tampering. I believe it starts at noon on Monday. We're going live. We're going 9 or 10? Like 9 o'clock on Monday morning. Viking Funeral.
Yeah, we're going to be live all damn day. And we're playing bingo, man. We're playing free agency bingo. And we're going to have some guests on. All right, here we go. Appreciate all the super chats. The winner of this, you have to email us, onebarlupagus@gmail.com. Remember, you get this beautiful new hoodie. Let us know your size, address. You ready?
I'm ready. I'm nervous.
Hands off. No cheating. And the winner is
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man gets the dub. Email us. We'll get that hoodie out. Appreciate all the super chats. What's wrong with Bugles? Everything is wrong with Bugles. Their shape, their taste, their texture. Yep.
Spider-Man, onebarlupagus@gmail.com. Onebarlupagus@gmail.com.
Look at him. He's wahoo. This is the best time of year. Free agency draft is around the corner. Saddle up, get your butts on Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. It is going to be a fun ass time. I guarantee it. We might sound like idiots, but it's still going to be fun.
Cannot wait. We're going to make it damn entertaining for sure. And the Vikings are going to too, because they're going to sign some fucking amazing players. We know it. Oh my God.
I hope so.
All right. Well, until then, guys, remember this. The oldest fossilized butthole is around 299 million years old.
God.